For the last century, our oil-based economy has fueled the growth of commerce, transportation, and giant metropolitan centers that cast their web ever outward to suburbia. There, the city's workers settled and commuted back to work to the city every workday. But this expansion came with a price. Neighborhoods were carved apart, schools suffered, and air pollution made a mockery of urban affluence. We realized we needed the trees, the parks, and the public transportation we'd lost sight of. We needed to heal the air, cool the heated concrete, and slow the pace. In downtown Dallas, city leaders are answering that call with a unique project called simply The Park. The Park is just one example of how cities are rebuilding in earth-friendly ways. This mammoth undertaking will literally put a lid on some of the noise and pollution it's designed to mitigate as the park is installed over the Woodall Rogers freeway, which cuts through downtown. Under construction and set to open in 2012, the park will be tucked at the base of downtown skyscrapers and serve as a green backyard to the city's arts district, which houses the Dallas Museum of Art, the Crow Collection, and grand new performance halls like the D and Charles Wiley Theater. The park also will reconnect Dallas residents with downtown, serving as a pedestrian bridge from uptown, a blossoming center of urban living filled with condominiums that's grown exponentially in the last decade, but until now has been cut off by the freeway.
The park is being built over thin air. It's being built over TxDOT's right of way, and the concept initially was to try and create a walkable, pedestrian-friendly connection between a burgeoning neighborhood, which is uptown, and our cultural district and financial district to the south. And so rather than just acquire 5 acres of property in downtown Dallas and convert maybe surface parking lots into a park, creating a park across the freeway accomplished many other goals besides just creating a 5-acre park. It connected these neighborhoods that were disconnected by the freeway. It also mitigates the heat island effect that the freeway was causing. It mitigates the traffic noise that was being generated by the highway. So it had a number of quality of life impacts besides making the neighborhood more walkable and pedestrian friendly and creating a community gathering place.
Construction crews are making places for trees that will be planted in between concrete beams and installing lights to illuminate the tunnel below. A model of the 5-acre park shows that there will be graceful tree-lined walkways that will help mitigate the heat island effect and reduce carbon pollution. A children's garden anchors one end, and a botanical garden will showcase native plants. There will be an eating venue with a reflective roof, and cars will be able to drop off visitors and drive around the park, but not through it. The area will be accessible to people on foot or in wheelchairs, arriving by bike, trolley, and train.
We're talking about this renaissance, bringing people downtown. What's been missing is open space, and Dallas isn't unique. A lot of other cities struggle with that same problem. So the park project, what's really cool about it is the Woodall Rogers Park project. What's very, very exciting about it is that there has always been this traffic canyon, kind of like the Badlands out in North Dakota. You couldn't cross it. If you tried to cross those overpasses, which I've done, parked on the west side, tried to walk over to Wiley or Winspear, you got a little bitty sidewalk and you got traffic zooming past. It was not pedestrian friendly in any way. So virtually it was a divide between downtown and the west side of the city. And all the development that was happening there up towards American Airlines and that sort of thing. So again, it's not unique to Dallas. Many major cities have done that. They've sort of cut their cities in half at the expense of the cultural diversity and the unity that could happen, and they've done it for expediency to get people out of town.
We were in love with freeways that would take us from the city center back to our suburban.
To your little suburban, suburban place. Now we have the vision to see that if the city's going to function, the city's going to be vital, the city is going to take its place in the future, you have to have that interconnection. You have to have that interwoven fabric of community and business and culture and education.
Subtly, the park will slow people's progress through downtown, making it more of a destination. Visitors to arts venues might stay a while after seeing a show. Urban residents will be able to linger with their dogs or children, and then amble home.